Okay, I want to do a short little review on a couple products that I picked up for starting to reload on my 6.5 Creedmoor. The first one is going to be this Frankford Arsenal powder trickler because the Lee perfect powder measure wouldn't quite dispense the IMR extruded powder very well. So I had to pick up a trickler to get a little bit more accurate load of powder going into each case. The second thing I've had for a while is this Lyman Pocket Pro or Pocket Scale that they offer. And what I've found while doing this video is that it doesn't hold zero very well, and it's definitely not designed for trickling. I'll trickle from about 42 grains up to 42.4 grains, and it'll slowly make graduations up. And if I get to like 42.3 grains, I'll have to lift the pan up, set it back down, and then it'll show either 42.4 or sometimes even 42.5. So I've noticed about 0.01 to 0.02 difference in grains just in the scale. And I also noticed that I have to re-zero it about after every fifth powder throw. So just something to think about. It's definitely more of a measure one thing at a time type thing, not repetitive, accurate powder measures. So I'm just going to give a quick review on how this powder measure trickler goes from Frankford Arsenal and just do a couple throws for it before I finish up. So you'll be able to see how inconsistent the Lee is as well, just with this extruded powder. So that one turned out to be good, right at 42.4. So that was about 42.1. So I'll show you trickle up. You've seen about 4 or 5 pellets drop, and it just now went to 42.3. So I'm gonna lift it up, set it back down, give it a little more. So there's 42.4 after his pick up and set down. And I found out throughout this batch of 50 that I've done so far. So we'll see if we have to re-zero it, the scale, before the end of these 5. So 42.2. And there's 42.4. I'm happy with how the trickler works. I saw good and bad reviews. I got this from Sportsman's today, and I've been happy with how it's performed so far. One guy said he broke the actual knurling where it goes into the dispensing tube here, and the picture he showed looked like a different rod, a different way to feed the actual powder into the rod, so they might have updated the design or something, but this one's worked out pretty good so far. Yeah, see, so it's bouncing around a little bit there. It's 42.4. Just do a couple drops there. 42.4 again on the last one. So that's how that works out there. When I originally bought that little scale, I wasn't this much into reloading. I've definitely got more money spent, more equipment, just to make my loads more accurate, because I just started off with 308. But I've quickly come to learn that the more money you spend on high quality equipment, the better it's going to turn out. I originally wanted just to get an RCBS charge light, but I didn't have the money to spend on that right now, so I settled for this trickler, and it works good. It takes a lot more time, but that RCBS is definitely going to be the next purchase I make as far as improvements for the reloading session goes. Inside of this trickler by Frankford Arsenal, just to get an idea of what I was talking about with that hole on the inside. So there's the hole where the powder gets into the, I guess, a trickling rod. The one I saw almost had like butterfly wings on it, and that's the guy who said that it broke off and he sheared it. So they might have changed their design, but this one, it worked good. You get a couple granules at a time dropping out of there, so can't complain about that. Get a little better accuracy. It's nice and heavy too. I'd say it's probably about 5 pounds. It's all cast iron, so good weight to it. It's not going anywhere. So the last thing that this dispenser has is the threading on the inside. That helps with separating each extruded granule pretty well, and it'll drop one at a time. So if you're trying to step up your charge load, just one pebble, one little granule at a time, that's a great way to do it, and I found that it works pretty good.